My name is Dean Martin. I'm the Manager of Student Life here at NIC. I know that many of you have been in some of our other orientation sessions, and so some of this initial information is going to be a bit of a repeat for you, so just bear with us. But there are some folks who are joining us today who have not been at the other sessions, and then of course, because this session is being recorded, it will be watched by others later. So I'd like to welcome you to this particular session, which is the North Island Students Union session, where they will outline all of the supports and resources and services that they offer to you. As a NIC student, you are automatically a member of the North Island Students Union. They are a wonderful resource and support for you, and we encourage you to make use of all of the services that they provide. So I will be introducing those folks in just a moment. Then after they finish their section of this session, then I'm going to outline some opportunities that we provide in student life for you to be involved and to be engaged, and just some opportunities for you. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen right now. As a reminder, if you can just ensure that your microphone is muted, not because we don't want to hear you, but it's because it does create a lot of background noise, which can be distracting to the presenter and to everyone else. But at the end of this session, we will have a question and answer period where you will be able to ask your questions verbally. But as always, feel free to throw in a question in the chat at any time, and we will respond to you. And if it's a question unrelated to what we're talking about, don't worry about it. We will still get to your question and answer it for you. This is your opportunity to ask all of those questions that you might have. So I am going to share my screen now. And can folks see that? Great. So as with our other sessions, and any time we're really starting any type of a formal gathering, we do like to acknowledge the territory that we are living and residing on. So North Island College is honored to acknowledge the traditional territories of the combined 35 First Nations of the Nuchanuth, Kwakwaka'wakw, and Coast Salish traditions, on whose traditional and unceded territories the college's campuses are situated. And I know myself, I'm very privileged to live and work on these traditional territories. So just a few housekeeping notes before we get started. I've already mentioned some of this, but please ensure your microphone is muted. You will have an opportunity to ask questions at the end. It's up to you whether you have your video on, but of course we want to see you, so feel free to have it on. As I mentioned, put any questions that you might have in the chat at any point. And just a reminder that this session is being recorded. So without further ado, I am going to hand it over now to Carissa Wilson, who is one of the organizers with the North Island Students Union, and she'll also introduce you to the other organizers that are joining us here today. So Carissa, over to you.
Hi, everybody. Thanks, Dean. Yep, my name is Carissa. I've been with the North Island Students Union this is my 6th January with the union. I love it here. I love being at North Island College. I love the opportunity to meet all you folks every term and to learn what your educational goals are and how your union can support you. And then I really love watching you at graduation and seeing how far you've come and how far you've grown. And the folks at North Island College and at your Students Union are honored to be a part of your journey. And we're really glad you've chosen NIC, and which means you're in NISU. So we're lucky to have you, and thanks for being here. I'm going to introduce you to the rest of our team. So I'm going to go. We're kind of like the Brady Bunch here a little bit from what I can see, so we're going to go through around the screen from what I can see. So at the top of my screen, I've got Rebecca Lennox. Rebecca, do you want to tell us about yourself?
Hi everyone, I'm Rebecca. I live in Port Alberni, and I'm the campus coordinator for North Island Students Union down here, and I look forward to getting to know you all and working with you, and we're here to support you, so never hesitate to get in touch with us. Thanks.
Next, I see Emma.
Hey everyone, my name is Emma, and I'm also one of the organizers in campus community relations here out of the Comox Valley campus. As to echo what Rebecca said, we're excited excited to meet you all, and please don't hesitate to reach out to us if you have any questions about what we can do to support you through your journey here at North Island College.
Awesome. And then I see Ariella.
Hi, I'm Ariella, or you can call me Ari. I am in charge of social media for NISU, so I take care of all the social media accounts. I also take care of the Discord, which we would love for you to join if you're into it. I work remotely right now, but I am in Port Alberni. It's super gloomy here today. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I look forward to working with you.
Awesome. So that's our team here. We also at the Students Union have a board of directors of 6 students, and then we have up to 25 campus reps each term. We currently have 13 campus reps, of which the 6th are elected into. So they're all students too, and they weren't able to join us today, as many of them are in classes as well. You know, I'm going to share some screens with you here, and I'll give you an opportunity to see their lovely faces. So if you end up seeing them in one of your virtual classes, you might be able to recognize who your student reps are. So I am going to go ahead with the screen share now. So un momento, please, my friends. Oh, is that my whole screen? Hang on. 1 second. Can't see how many tabs I have open, and you'll know how my brain works. Your Students Union uses Zoom more often, so I'm a little not amazing at blue jeans. All right. I think that's one thing.
Krissa.
What's that?
I thought it looked okay. I don't know that you were sharing more than you wanted. But
cool. Well, I cleaned it up anyway. Y'all don't need to see the pictures of my kids. They're lovely kids, but they're not on topic right now. But that's one thing I just wanted to take a quick moment to do, that we're all in this screen place. You know, we're all in this spot. I find that we all apologize a lot. Oh, sorry, it took me a second to unmute. Oh, sorry, it took me a moment to share my screen. Let's stop that now. Just don't even go into your term apologizing for everything you do. It takes all of us 3 seconds to unmute. I said right there at the beginning, I did a big hello and I wasn't unmuted. So that's par for the course. So let's just drop that feeling of sorriness and just be like, hey, you know what? It takes 3 seconds to unmute and another 3 seconds to share a screen, and that's okay, okay? Here we go. Awesome. Winter 2021. We are excited to have you folks. So some of this stuff we've done already with Dean, so I'm not going to go through everything all over again. There's our names up on the screen of the lovely folks that we just went through introductions with. I'm so honored to work with this team that we have here at NISU right now. We're getting some really great work done, and with input from you students, I know that we're going to have an amazing term together. So excited for you all. Oops, I went backwards. I'm so excited. Dean touched on the territory acknowledgement. So as new students, this might be a new thing for you, and this is something that you're going to continue to hear with your time throughout North Island College. One of the neat things about North Island College is we cover the biggest catchment area of all public post-secondaries in BC. So a lot of fancy words to say we cover the most land here. So we have the most diverse region in all of BC represented here at NIC. So we feel it's appropriate to give thanks and to raise our hands in appreciation for the territorial lands that we work on. And because we have such a large catchment area, there's actually 35 distinct nations that we work with and share land with. And you know, that's a literally huge honor. So I do like to take moments to acknowledge the nations on whose territories we are in. I'm in Cumberland right now, so I'm on the Comox First Nations, and Dean touched on the other ones, the Nuchalewak and Kwakwaka and Coast Salish traditions. So I am thankful to be here. No matter your campus, your community, your area of study, your union represents you. It's a bit hard to feel attached to a campus when maybe you're not even going to go there this term, but these are all of our lovely spaces. The top left there is the Comox Valley, top right is Campbell River, down at the bottom left is Port Alberni, and then bottom right is Port Hardy, the Mihalakawila campus, which was gifted an Indigenous name. So no matter what you're studying, we're here with you. North Island Students Union is probably older than many of you. The Students Union was formed in 1991. Just started as a conversation between a couple of students. Back then, they had just put in some brand new portables into the Comox Valley campus and told us they were a temporary situation. They're still in the Comox Valley campus, and It's from these places of conversations that students realize that by grouping together, we can be stronger and be better together. So I always like to feel thanks for those brave students many years ago, 30 plus years ago, who decided to group together and start raising their voices. Like I mentioned briefly, the structure of North Island Students Union. So the pie chart on the right there represents all NIC students, that's you. And then of all the NIC students, up to 25 campus representatives are elected. We're going to be calling our general election late in February. We're working on some maybe interesting changes, and we might change that campus rep up to union reps, because like I just mentioned, you might not feel attached to your campus. So we're working on ways to make it easy to connect with your union even when we're sitting in our own bedrooms and sitting in our own dens and things. So, watch us still. So some of the language I'm using in this presentation might get sparkly and new by the time you're interested in our elections in February. Watch us grow and grow with us, please. So of those up to 25 campus or union reps, at the first annual general meeting in April, up to 6 directors are elected to our board. The elections, are called between January 1st and March 15th. We're currently looking at the beginning of February to call our elections. In the event of a vacancy on our board, the union may elect to call a by-election in the fall, but we don't always do that. Elections are quite time-consuming for our tiny organization, so we don't always do one in the fall. This is your champion students right now. These are your board of directors. So Mary Rickinson, your Director of External Relations. If there's anybody in the media or an outside community membership wants to talk to us, they get to talk to Mary. Beston Babu is our College Relations Director. He works with me to work on committees and get the work of the Students' Union and the institution on the same page. Shane Mayer is our Internal Relations Director and our chairperson, so he runs our meetings and keeps us on the right page, and he also supports the finances of the union, make sure our auditor reports are up to date. We've got Echo Hope is our Comox Valley Campus Director, and she's been working on some great events and things. Amanjot Singh is our newest campus director. He came to us just in November, and he represents the Port Alberni. And then we've got Sujith Stephen is our Campbell River Campus Director. Some of the changes that we're hoping to grow with is to not have these campus directors moving forward. So there might be some new names for directors coming up. So what the heck is the Students' Union all about anyway? We have 3 main pillars that we like to focus on, 3 main areas of our work. So services, connections, and advocacy. Dean mentioned that all students at NIC are part of the Students' Union. That's super true. You also are part of the British Columbia Federation of Students. That's your provincial Students' Union. So your local North Island Students' Union is one of 15 schools in the Federation. By raising our voices together, that's when we get some stuff done. So by being together, we are 170,000 student voices strong across BC. So some of the things that we've worked on, last year we were able to see interest removed off the provincial portion of student loans, which is 40% of loans. So that was a big win for us for sure, and that is the result of working together as a provincial organization to really raise our voices. So we're stronger together, better together is something that we like to say at the BCFS. The QR code there, if you hold your smartphone up to any QR code that we're showing you here, it'll take you to a website. I've also put that Linktree link in our chat, and the rest of our Find NISU team will also put in links there. If you pop up questions, we're happy to answer them. So don't worry, we will get that, you'll still be able to access these things that I'm showing you later. Services. On the bottom left is our app. In that link tree there is a spot to get to our app. The wonderful thing about our app is it's only North Island College students. You know that when you're posting on the campus wall there, you're only talking to other students. It's a great place to get buy, sell, use books, use textbooks. You can check in there and see if there's any available, or you can make a post if you're looking for something particular. This is where we're going to put all of our events. So anytime we host an event or anything, we're going to put it in our app, and that's where we're going to put the live links. So while you might see information about our events on our social media, the live links to our events are going to be in the app. So a lot of our things are going to just direct you to the app. So the sooner you get the app in your pocket, then the sooner you're able to join us in yoga on Friday. Pardon me. The green apple represents our extended health and dental plan, which is the largest, most robust service of your Students' Union, and it's so big it gets its own slide, so I'll talk about that in a minute. In the center there, you can see some pens and highlighters and lanyards, and that's a magnet there. I'm a bit of a magnet and sticker geek myself, so your Students' Union, we have this swag available. We would love to get it out to you. So if you're interested in either these pen items or the Rockstar item on the right there is our handbook. So that's a student handbook there. It's a calendar. It's got a whole pile of details specific for student life. It's a whole pile of information in the front area about your Students' Union, and there's also a section about your college as well. So we would love to get this book and some pens and things into your hands. So we would like for you to email us, and we'll send it to you by snail mail. So that is going to be in the link tree and things that are coming up in the chat. But, we want you to have a student handbook, and we want you to have a pen. So please, we would love to send it to you in the mail if you're not coming to campus. Like I mentioned, we're part of the BCFS, and one of the big pieces there is the Deals app. That is a separate app, so I am telling you to get 2 apps. I know, big deal, but it's worth it. The Deals app is awesome. It affords you deals in the community and across the province. The biggest one is that Domino's Pizzas affords us 30% discount on regular priced items. So cheap pizza is good for everybody. We like Domino's because they've got great vegetarian, gluten-free, and vegan options as well. So here's our extended health and dental plan. That QR code is going to take you to the website that's shown to the top there. So those that are mandatorily enrolled in the plan are students that have 9 or more credits. So if you are a full-time student, you're mandatorily enrolled in the plan and there's no further action required, you will receive an email by late February with enrollment details. From that email, you have 30 days to register any eligible dependents, such as your spouse, common law, or otherwise, or your dependent children. You are not able to add your parents to this plan. Only dependents are able to come to this plan. So you've got 30 days from the time you receive that email in late February to add family, and you're mandatorily enrolled. If you have existing coverage, say you're covered by your own plan, maybe you've got a workplace plan, maybe you've got a spouse plan or a parental plan, if you are currently covered by existing health and dental, you can apply to opt out. Your opt-out must be completed before January 31st, so hop to it. The website that you see there in the QR code there, that is the best way to get to that information. And again, that NISU link tree that we're sharing also will take you to these spots. There's a form there you need to fill out, and then when we approve it, the $275 health and dental fee can be removed from your student record. If you do elect to opt out, the biggest thing to keep in mind with the opt-out is that once you opt out, it stays with you the whole time at NIC. This is awesome if you don't have to do the application over and over again. But what you need to be aware of is if you opt out and then lose your existing coverage, you have to let the union know within 30 days and we can add you back to our plan. But if you go past that 30 days, we can't add you into the plan. There's just that narrow window of coming back to us. So if this happens, like perhaps you've aged out of your parents' plan. Some people are covered under your parents' plan until you're 21. Some plans until you're 25. So do keep an eye on that if you opt out, your window to opt back in is 30 days of losing your existing coverage. So the big things about being covered from now, what you need to know. While you will be covered from January 1st to December 31st of this year, there is no plan access until after February 28th. Okay, students, we love you, but you're not very predictable. So we wait until the stable enrollment date of your education is come. Maybe you've rolled in 6 classes and maybe that's scary as heck and you're going to come down to 4 or 3. So we need to wait until your enrollment is stable. So you won't be able to access your plan. You won't be able to make eligible reimbursements. You won't be able to talk to Green Shield Canada about your existence on your plan until after February 28th. If you have any questions about coverage, check out these websites that we've listed here, and then you can email us at an email address I'll show up in a minute too. And then we can answer any direct questions until after February 28th. And then after February 28th, you're going to be able to sign up with Green Shield Canada and you're going to be able to make claims. I'll just briefly go through a little bit of what's covered. There's 80% coverage for dental work to a maximum of $700 for the year. This is basic and basic comprehensive services only. This is not any orthodontics or cosmetic services. So no braces for $700, friends. But you can get your teeth cleaned and you can get that aching tooth filled and you can get your cavities dealt with. So that's what your dental portion of your plan is meant for. There's also 80% coverage on pharmaceutical care to a maximum of $2,000 for the year. We also have the largest drug formulary of student plans in the country, so we cover the most drugs of anyone. So very likely your medication will be covered. And after February 28th, you can ask Green Shield Canada directly about that. aside from pharmaceutical coverage, is paramedical coverage. So this is such things as chiropractic care, physiotherapy, massage therapy, naturopathic care, acupuncture, and osteopathic care. You have coverage for a maximum of $300 per year, but that's per discipline. So you have 300 of massage therapy and 300 of physiotherapy and 300 with chiropractor. The way this works is you're covered for $50 per appointment. So if your massage appointment is $110, 50 of it is being covered by your health and dental plan, and you'll cover the remainder of that. Other fees, massage is the most expensive of the personal services, and that one does require a prescription. All the other services don't require a prescription. So physiotherapy typically is about $75 in the Comox Valley for a service. So you can plan to pay about $25 for your service. There's also eyeglass coverage. You get $100 towards an exam and $125 towards corrective lenses, which can be glasses or contact lenses. And then there's discounts that we have with like Clearly Contacts and Sears Optical and things. And there's information on our websites about that. So you can get an eye exam usually from Walmart or Costco for around $100. And then you can often get glasses from either those places, or I use Zinni Optical, and you can get nice cheap lenses and glasses for under $125. The campus app, there's a QR code to grab that if you want. Like I mentioned, awesome because it's North Island College students, and I would just really like that myself. I like knowing who I'm talking to. The Deals app that I talked about, it is a little silly to find in the app stores. You have to include BCFS deals because of course there's all sorts of other deals things. So just make sure you're looking for this one. We want to make sure you get your student one. It's free for students that are in the Federation, and other students across the province do pay $20 to use our app. So take advantage of that. There's not a ton of local ones in there right now, just not because we don't have them, but because they aren't listed and we're just working on that. But like I said, that pizza one is your best one. Another service of your students' union is the Student Advocate Service. There is inherent power balances in education. It just comes with it's par for the course. It's just part of how it is. The instructor-student relationship and many other dynamics. It's not likely that that's going to be taken advantage of, and it's not likely that that's going to be a challenge for you. The vast majority of your interactions at NIC, everyone here is here to support you on your educational journey. But there is sometimes when maybe you feel trepidatious about asking for a meeting. Maybe you're feeling that butterflies in your tummy feeling before you want to send an email asking for a meeting. If you're feeling that feeling, you have the right to ask your student advocate to join you. So that can be with your instructor. Maybe you want to ask questions about how you were graded. Maybe you want to ask questions, about the comments that came back on your essay. And if you've got that funny little feeling, like that might be a moment to reach out to us and including an advocate in a meeting. What happens is we will meet with you before the meeting, provide you some context on what you're asking, and maybe point you to any policies that might be relevant to the work that you're working on. And then we're silent partners in the meeting to be a second set of ears, because when you're in that stressful spot, sometimes it's hard to hear the details that are happening in a meeting. And then we give you a debrief session at the end of the meeting as well, and just repeat back what we heard in the meeting together, and then talk about what might be any next best steps. So it's important that communication stays open. I think it's really hard right now. I think that ordinarily if we were on campus and you had a question, you would have the opportunity before or after a class to meet with your instructor and ask what feels like an informal question. But now that we're not in this environment and you're probably going to have to email to ask a question, it feels more formal and you might take a little bit longer to ask that question. And I implore you not to do that. I implore you to ask questions early on and often in your education, and whether that's of your instructors or of your union or of the student support services staff that are here to help you. Please do ask questions often and early so that we can support you sooner and get you on the right path easier and faster for you. So don't be shy about reaching out to us or to your instructors. That's the email address there, and this phone number here is great for texting or calling. So this is also awesome if you have a quick question. This line is only through business hours, so I'm not going to answer your texts or phone calls at on the weekend. I do have a family life as well, but we will answer you back in a timely, professional manner. Even your short question, like, oh, I'm stuck on enrolling for something, I can send you a link of where to go. Again, don't be shy about reaching out to us, okay? Reaching out to us, we would love to see you. we miss having our office doors open. We miss having you walk by our office door and getting a chance to meet you. And so what we're doing instead is having virtual office hours. So every Wednesday from 11 to 1, your NISU staff is available through a Zoom meeting. It's totally informal. You can just pop in when you're ready. You don't need to make an appointment anytime between those 2 hours. Just pop in, ask us a question about your health and dental plan, sign up to get your planner mailed to you, pop in and say hi. We all love pets, so if you're sitting at home with your study buddy on your lap and you want to show us your study buddy as a break in the middle of your day on Wednesday, we'd love for you to pop in and show us your study buddy too. So this is a great way to connect with your union in a really informal way. So like I said, we're going to try and put all of our live links in our app. Well, not try, they are there. I'm going to try to push you to the app so that that's the quickest way to pop in and find us. Go to the app, grab that link on a Wednesday and just pop in and say hi and ask your question or just meet your union. Here's all the wonderful ways that you can contact us. I'm gonna circle back to this slide at the end too, and then, like I said, we'll be popping these numbers and things into that chat as well. You can screenshot this while it's up maybe, but we're trying to make it easy for you to get to us, and we'd love to hear from you. Pardon me. We do have a food bank that we would ordinarily, again, run on campus, and with you not being there, it doesn't mean that you're not hungry. If your cupboards are at all bare, please don't be shy about emailing us at our office address, and we would even love to send you things in the mail. We have simple items like rice and lentils and pumpkin seeds and tuna. You can let us a little bit know about your dietary preferences, and we'll shoot a little parcel in the mail and get something for your cupboards. Don't be shy about being hungry. It's nothing to be shy about, and adjusting to new bills and not being in work or working less is not always an easy challenge, or not always an easy transition, pardon me, and can be full of challenges. And I'm serious. I'm a mom, so I'm putting on my mom voice here. If you're hungry, you have to let us know so that we can help you, okay? So please, if this applies to you, just shoot us an email and we will confidentially support you to the best that we can. It's so much easier to learn when there's food in your belly. Back to that swag stuff, the good stuff that we like to mail out too. So we are going to do, I made a really short Kahoot. I didn't do it very long. I think we've got 5 questions that we're going to get into in a few minutes here. And we're going to put together this prize package that's at the bottom here, throw in a handbook and send that out as well. And I think Dean has something or other to add to our prize pack as well. We'll hear from Dean later about that. But if you also are just like, I've got a burning desire for an orange highlighter from my students union, let us know and we'll send that to you, okay? Oh, I didn't change the yoga picture, but the information's relevant still. We are doing free yoga every Friday at noon. I love it. I want you to show up. We're choosing Friday at noon because that's when the least amount of classes are. And you probably made it all the way through your week holding up some tension in your shoulders and your chin and your like mouse hand. Sitting at your computer and your desk all day, all week is a challenge. So we would love if you would join us for Friday yoga and just kind of unwind a little bit. Our instructor is in the education realm and well knows what it's like to be sitting at your computer all day. So she tailors our yoga classes for students. And it's just a great way to unwind for the rest of your week and kind of break that cycle so that you're moving into your weekend a little more refreshed. So guess what? The link is in our app. So get that app and then you can join us at yoga. Something we're just brand new started, and I'm really excited about this. I'm going to start it this Tuesday, and then you're going to be able to see more information about it, but I'm going to host Makerspace. I like to do crafts, and normally we would have an event on campus, and I would make an opportunity for you to do a craft with me. We can't do that right now, and I still want to do crafts with you. So if you have any interest in doing handicrafts, such as embroidery, cross-stitch, needle felting, I'm not amazing at crochet, but I'm happy to sit in a room, and you don't even have to do those things. If you just want to sit and unwind and meet other students, meet your students union, do something different on a Tuesday evening, again, it's going to be a live link in our app, and you can just pop in at 5:30 and say hi for 20 minutes and then leave, or, pop in at 6:30 or join us right at 5. You're going to be able to also sign up for the services so that, give an advance notice, like in 2 weeks we'll do cross stitch. If you sign up ahead of time, guess what? We'll send you things in the mail. I know it sounds like we're sending lots of things in the mail, but I love it. So if you want things in the mail, sign up for things from the Students' Union and we'll send them to you, including crafting supplies, and we can sit together and I'll teach you how to cross stitch, or we'll just hang out. We have to find spaces to unwind and relax together. And the challenge with that is if you've already been on screen for part of the week and you know you've got several more classes, it is a bit hard to want to like sit on another screen session. But I think we have to choose to do it. You have to choose to unwind on a screen session too. Otherwise, it just won't happen at all. So I invite you to join us and let's see what happens in Makerspace. I'm not sure how it's going to unfold. It's going to take you folks, you know, bringing your breath to the evenings as well. And I'm happy to take on new crafts and learn new crafts with you too. All right, let's get back to the technical stuff about the Students' Union though. We are proposing a special general meeting January 29th. That is where we will present some bylaw changes. That's where I mentioned we want to change the name of campus rep to union rep, but we have to do that officially. So we're going to be posting a special general meeting and run through our bylaws and make some bylaw changes to make the union run a little better in 2021. We're going to post notice of election. These are proposed schedules. They may change by a week or two, but this is what we're working on right now. Notice of general election, we're going to post February 8th. There'll be a nomination period from February 22nd for a week, and then campaigning and elections as necessary. And then we'll hold our annual general meeting in April. So what does it mean to come forward into the Students' Union? We're looking for up to 25 students from all the areas of learning in NIC to join us to help host these events that I'm talking about. Help us sit in Makerspace. Help us, get the yoga class going. Help to make sure students understand health and dental. Joining the Students' Union means you get to work with this amazing 4 staff people that you see here, and we get to direct the work of the union. And that can go all sorts of ways these days. So we'd love, if you're interested, if you feel like, hey, I want to learn more, then you can watch for us on social media. You'll start seeing this notice of election information come out, but you can also just shoot us an email at the office and just let us know that you're interested, and we can keep you in the loop as things unfold. I'm going to stop sharing for a minute.
Carissa, can I just ask one quick question?
Sure.
Before you get into the Kahoot? I've received a couple of direct messages from folks about the health and dental plan.
Yep.
So can you just talk briefly about what programs? So specifically, there was a question around someone who's in a 24-week program, and would they still, do they still get the benefits of the health and dental plan? So
for the purposes of our health and dental plan, full-time is considered 9 or more credits or 6 months or longer in trades or vocational training. So a 24-week class most likely qualifies. There are some exceptions. Some of our continuous entry programs, like welding and things, don't qualify, just because it's hard to manage. They're coming in and out of the school constantly. So if you're not fully clear, there's 2 things that you can do. First, look at the financial record of your, when you're in the My NIC area of your online learning area, there's on the bottom left of it is your financial record. And you can look there to see if there says NISU health and dental fee, and it's $275. If that fee is there, then you've been added to the plan. If that fee is not there and you feel like, well, wait a minute, I'm in 6 months or I have 9 or more credits, feel free to shoot us an email and we can look into it a little bit. There are some exceptions. There is also right now, we're just working through some students that are in adult basic education. Those students aren't always getting accepted in the plan automatically. So there is some support that we need if you are taking an upgrading course and other courses that qualify you to become full-time. You might be being missed by the automatic enrollment process, and we're happy to hear from you and make the changes as necessary. So first off, check your enrollment record and see if there is that $275 health and dental fee. That's separate from the other fee. There are NISU fees that are separate that are also credit-based, so you do pay, I think maybe it's about $27 or something per, I don't have my fees in front of me, sorry, I should have had that one up, but there are NISU fees that you pay, and that's that pays for us to be here and to do our function and to do the work that we do. That's separate, but the health and dental fee is a very static number of $275. So you can do that there. And then we're happy to answer questions too. I'm not the fastest at health and dental questions right now. It is taking me a few days to get back to folks, but I'll get back to everybody and we'll make it through. I'd love to take some more questions about the health and dental plan. That's our biggest area of our work. So feel free to ask questions now that you got me, for sure. So shoot if anybody's got them. Uh-oh, Kahoot just locked me out. Yeah, any other questions from anybody? Looks like my wonderful staff has been answering questions really well. Yeah, and Ari can crochet, so that's so super awesome. We're not doing yoga this Friday because we're doing a live session with, we're doing a fun orientation session. I hope all of you join us tomorrow, a little more casual, and I think a few more prizes are gonna happen. So that's tomorrow at noon. So yoga will start the following Friday. Awesome, that looks like all the questions.
There's one there about SD71 students.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that one yet. There's so many questions. Good job, everybody. I love it. And I also love those Kirkland bars. They're so tasty. Can someone just tell me the question about SD71?
It's about whether he would have coverage, health and dental coverage.
No. So that is a really great question. There's an age requirement to our health and dental plan. So the vast majority of our dual credit high school students do not qualify because you're under that age. And also the credits that you get in high school don't count towards your college credits. So it's not likely that you qualify for the health and dental plan while you're in dual credit. You'll have to wait until you're with us entirely before you do qualify. Unless you feel like you're a mature high school student. And there might be other various things. Feel free, Mike, to email us directly if you would like. What is the age limit? It's 17 to 70. So that catches most of our students. I haven't met a 70-year-old North Island College student yet. I actually have fully just been locked out of Kahoot. I'm sorry to say. I was using a free account and now it's forcing me to to upgrade. So just give me 1 second and see if I can fix it.
Sure. Carissa, while you're doing that, did you want me to go over my slides so that gives you some time?
Yeah, go
sure.
For it. Thanks.
Okay, sounds good. No problem.
Sorry, friends.
All right, so I'm just going to share my screen in 1 second, but you don't need to see everything I have open here like Carissa said, so give me a second. There we go. All right, so this session, I mean, was our main focus really wanted to be on NISU because there's so many wonderful supports and services that they offer. But I did also want to just highlight some of the things that we do in student life. And so you might be confused. Well, what's the difference between NISU and student life? And I mean, I guess for all purposes, we're all here to support you, so it doesn't really matter. But as student life, we are employed by the college itself, but we collaborate and work so closely with NISU on so many different initiatives, and again, we're all here to support you. So in terms of the programs that we have developed for you to take part in outside of the classroom environment, we have a number of values that we like to encapsulate in all of our programs that we offer. So those include Indigenization and Truth and Reconciliation Commission, mental health and well-being, diversity and inclusion. Of course, we want to have fun and celebrate. Substance use harm reduction, supports, both academic and personal, and then of course also healthy relationships, including healthy relationships with your instructor, with your partner or partners, with everyone. So really encouraging that. So all of the different activities and programs that we offer, they'll fall within these different categories, which are our values. So I just wanted to quickly highlight some of the opportunities that we offer to you. So we mentioned this before, but we do provide weekly newsletters. They go out every Monday. They will be emailed to your NIC email account. They're also posted on the NIC webpage or website. And so those newsletters have lots of information. We promote a lot of different events, not only that we're hosting within Student Life, but the campus and community. We also include a lot of information on what NISU is offering as well, although they certainly have their own channels to do that too. So definitely encourage you to read your newsletter. Social media, we also have some social media, so encourage you to join the NIC Student Life Facebook group if you haven't already. We do post lots of information there. We'll also be having an NIC Student Life Instagram account very soon, so that's going to be a new account, so stay tuned for that. And then I just wanted to highlight a few other things that are being offered this term. So one is Brave Spaces, and that is an event that we have. We have two actually scheduled for this term. We had two last term. And a Brave Space is a place to come together to have healthy dialogue about some challenging or important issues facing students and everyone as global citizens. And it's sort of a respectful sharing of thoughts, and so we can all gain a better understanding of other perspectives. So the first one that we have this term is going to be scheduled on Thursday, February 25th, 12 to 1:30 p.m., and it is going to be focused on white privilege. And then on the second session will be on March 25th, and that is going to be on climate change. If you wanted to register for either or both of those sessions, just send us an email, and we'll send you the meeting links, and we'll be promoting these throughout, in advance. So this won't be the last time you'll hear of it. And then we also have our Healthy Relationships Week, which is the week of February 8th to the 12th. So we're going to have some live sessions, including 10 signs of healthy relationships. We are going to do a session on consent and bystander workshop. We're going to do some social media posts related to healthy relationships, giving you lots of tips and resources. And the Moose High Campaign Day is also that week, which is on I don't have the date in front of me. I think it's the Thursday, but I'm not sure. But anyway, we'll be promoting it. And Moose High Campaign Day is a day to recognize violence against Indigenous women, as well as women in general, and children. And so this was a movement that started a number of years ago by Indigenous men as a way to support women and children. And then if you are interested in being part of our student leadership team, if you're not already, those of you that are new, we did have a number of programs offered for folks who wanted to gain leadership skills, wanted to learn about opportunities to volunteer, and due to a lot of people being so overwhelmed with the digital environment, we weren't getting a lot of uptake this year, which is completely understandable. So what we've decided to do is, instead of offering those sessions to everyone, we want to meet with you and sort of look together at how you can develop your leadership skills and help you set goals, help identify opportunities to gain leadership skills, to volunteer, for example. And so we're happy to meet with you at any time to talk about that. So please email us at Student Life. We're also interested in knowing what you want. We've planned some events and activities as we've shown, but we also want your feedback on anything that you might want to see. So if you have any ideas, then just send us an email at studentlife@nic.bc.ca. Many of our events, we do collaborate with NISU and vice versa, so we're always supporting one another. So that's just a quick overview of some of the things that we offer from a student life perspective. I'm just going to stop sharing my screen here. I just wanted to introduce two folks from Student Life joining us today, Disha Salhan and Renee Rolls. Feel free to say a few words if you have anything to say, or wave if you don't have anything to say.
Hi everyone, my name is Renee. I'm based at the Campbell River campus, but I'm so thrilled to be part of the Student Life team. And I just wanted to add on a little quick comment. I won't take too much time, but student leadership is such a phenomenal way to engage with student life at whatever institution you may end up at, and obviously you're here at NIC. I started engaging in student leadership when I was in my bachelor's degree, and it was something that just kind of was amazing. It opened so many opportunities, not only for personal growth, but also professional growth. So there's a lot of ways that it'll help your well-being, make connections, but also give you really transferable skills to take outside of your post-secondary. So I highly, highly encourage those to join. So thanks for joining us today. I can't wait to get to know more of our new students.
Great, thanks, Renee. And Dish, I'm not sure if you have anything to say or if you've waved and introduced yourself. Great. Digital was in a previous session, so you might have met her already. All right, Carissa, back to you.
Awesome, I got it to work. Hey. So if you go to kahoot.it, and then you can put in the pin. I put it in our chat, and then I'm going to start sharing the screen.
So Carissa, I have two $50 NIC gift certificates to give away today. So feel free to insert those however you want in this contest.
Okay, so can you see our pin there? 5649553, and I can see a few people are popping in. I'm going to give you a minute to get rolling on that. There's only 5 questions, so it's not too long. All the answers were from our presentation that we just had. Yeah, and Dean, you were just saying you've got things to add to our prize pack, so that's exciting.
Yeah, just two $50 gift certificates to NIC. So feel free to award those as you feel fit during
Awesome.
this.
So let's do 2 prize packs then. When we did a test run of this, it also were awarded points on how fast you answered. So I do think at the end there probably shouldn't be too many ties, but we'll handle that when we get there. I'll just give everyone another minute. And I have had some questions about health and dental, and I will answer those back when I can. And if we miss you, do email us, and then I can get a little more specific about your answers as well. For our international students, it's not always just included. It depends on whether you're still above those 9 credits or not. So it really is I do empower you to look at your registration record to see if there is a $275 health and dental fee. If there isn't one and you feel like there should be one, just shoot us an email and we can talk about your specific situation, okay? Awesome. So there's a few folks here, so I feel happy about moving forward with starting this. I'm going to say I think I saw, oh maybe she popped away, but we will not be awarding to our NISU staff. But they're allowed to play. All staff are allowed to play, but no prizes. Yeah, I'm gonna get this short ball rolling. Winter 2021, that's us! Yay! How do you get a student handbook? Get a student handbook in your wonderful hands. Do you red triangle, email the office? Do you blue diamond, wish upon a star? Or yellowish circle, do you ask your carrier pigeon? Seconds. More like eagles here on the island. You're right, we do email the office. I wish we had carrier pigeons. I wish instead of mail, I was sending you a carrier pigeon. I would be super stoked about that. But good job. We're going to get a little bit of a leaderboard here. And YY is right up at the top. I'm not sure, Wyatt, if you're going to be eligible for a prize either. You got to do this exam or this Kahoot already with us. True or false? NISU was formed in 1991. Blue, true. Red, false. This one's you got 14 seconds for a true and false question. That's a long time, friends. There we go. Everybody answered. It's true. 1991. Ooh, shaking up the scoreboard here. All right, back to a quiz. The last day to opt out of the Extended Health and Dental Plan. February 15th is red, blue is January 31st, and February 28th is yellow. Last day to opt out if you already have coverage. You're covered by your parents' plan, you've got an employee's plan at a workplace. What's your last day to make application to remove that $275 fee from your record? Ooh, good one. It was January 31st, so good distribution. We're going to see some action on the leaderboard on this question, I bet. Ooh, Garrett's still at the top. True or false? 4 or 5. Domino's Pizza provides a 30% discount through the Deals app. Red is false and blue is true.
Opposite. Blue is True.
Blue is true. I said it
Red is
backwards,
false.
sorry. I know I said it backwards. It's staring at the screen wrong. True, 30%. Just small caveat, the Comox one isn't on board yet. We're working on them, but Campbell River and Ryan Road are fully on board. And pardon me, Port Alberni friends, there is not a Domino's there. We do like to ask the Panago to give you a student discount, and sometimes they will. Thanks for joining us, Crystal. Sorry to miss you, and good luck meeting your psych instructor. All right, how's our scoreboard? Garrett's still on top. Last question, friends. Quiz. Yoga for students is when? Red is Tuesday at 4 p.m. Blue is Monday at 4 a.m. Yellow is Friday at noon. Nice. Yeah, 4 a.m. Kind of it could be a trick question. We've also in our app have a recorded session from our same instructor, and we'll be seeing a recorded session once a month from our instructor that'll be themed for that month. So if you really want to do yoga Monday at 4 a.m., I think you probably can. I don't know what your sleep cycle's like, and maybe you've got classes at 9 a.m., but still, you do you. Anytime's a good time for yoga, maybe. All right. Wowza. D in second. Number one. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Kara. So why don't you direct message us? And then we got some runners up there too. Gareth and D, send us a direct message, and then we can get these prize packs by carrier pigeon out to you. I wish. Awesome. Thanks, friends. I really do wish we had a carrier pigeon. That would be amazing. I'm still sharing, aren't I? And I'm not going to apologize. Any last questions? Well, you've got your union on the line.
Thanks, Carissa. So this is your opportunity to ask any questions to the North Island Students Union or to us in Student Life. I also wanted to mention that we do have several student staff on the call as well. So we have Wyatt, we have Danielle, and Akriti. So those are fellow students who might have answers to questions that we don't have because they are a student as well. Just also a reminder, if there were any links in the chat that you wanted that you forgot to write down, you can download the chat now. It will not be available on the recording. So just click those three dots at the bottom right of your screen. You can download the chat, save it, and then you'll have access to all of those links that were there. So feel free to ask any questions either verbally or in the chat now.
Tutors are actually best accessed through the Library and Learning Commons team. They're an amazing resource there. They're a nice small team, much like ourselves, and we like to do events and share information with the Library and Learning Commons. So, make friends with that group too. Wyatt was great about giving us a nice bump to join the Discord. The other great thing about the Discord is the Library and Learning Commons folks are there too. So you can pop in and ask a librarian a question, you can pop in and ask your union a question, and then you can join a chat area for your learning area of study. So you can join a philosophy chat room, or you can join a computer programming chat room. So great place to connect with students, and then also with support. Like I mentioned, your union is there, and LLC and Student Life will be hopping in and joining us there as well. So Discord's not just for gamers, it's a way for us to create a student center right now, because we can't do it together, and I sure wish we could. Awesome. I see my team's put some links up for the Library and Learning Commons, and they're also on Instagram, so you can follow them there. NIC_LLC. It's a good spot. They're also on Twitter. The other day when it was storming really bad, I was watching their Twitter feed to see if the power went out at the campus, because it did go out at my house, so I was checking in. So the LLC seems to be the quickest with power outages. The other great thing about the app, I'm going to let you know, is that it is a good tool for that sort of thing. When we're in session and we'd lose campus power or something, we'll notify the app about that as well. The other great thing, I haven't used this function very often, but if you are an app user, we can push notifications to you. The only few times I've done that is when there was a cougar on campus, and we all needed to be aware of that. That's happened twice. We had a cougar in the Comox Valley and in Port Alberni one time, different years. So that's a way we can send a message right to your phone and let you know there's a safety issue on campus. So that's a great function of the app. One thing that I didn't talk about, and I'm just going to quickly plug while I still got you, is the Here to Talk service that's available for all post-secondary students in BC. This transition is, transitions even when they're good are still hard. So transitioning from the life that you led up until today and now becoming a student and being a student comes with some challenges. And so the Here to Talk service is a wonderful place for all public post-secondary students in BC to reach out and talk about your experience and get some support. They like to say that no problem is too big or too small, so you can reach out to those folks and connect if you ever are feeling overwhelmed or underwhelmed. It's a good spot to check in. I know that we have an amazing team of counselors at NIC as well, but Here to Talk is available after hours. It's also an app. It's a phone number you can call whenever you want. So if there's any time of the day, maybe you try to do yoga at 4 a.m. and it didn't work out for you and you need to talk, you can reach out to those folks there. All this information is in our app too. So anytime you're like, what the heck, that woman talked too fast, you can check out our app and probably everything's there. Okay?
So the message here is download the app.
Pretty much. Download the app, follow us on, or join us on Discord. We want to meet you. We want to talk to you. We want to learn what you're up to and how we can make your time here at NIC a really great time.
I just want to make a plug for our final session, orientation session, live session tomorrow at noon. And so that will be a fun session, and we are going to be awarding some $100 gift certificates to NIC, so a little bit more significant. We had a question this morning from someone asking if their account is at zero, everything is paid, they have their books, what are they going to do with this gift card? Well, you can have it applied to your student account, and even you can leave it there for a future term, or you can request a check, and you can get a check for it. So up to you on that one. Also just wanted to quickly mention those of you who are international students, new international students, there is a international orientation tomorrow morning, which I'm sure you're already aware of, but just to remind you of that. Any other questions? Great, and I'll be at that tomorrow morning critique. I'll just be joining you for a few minutes, so I'll see you at the international orientation. Hopefully I'll see the rest of you at tomorrow's session at noon. And welcome everyone. Please reach out whenever, and if you ever have any questions, if you're struggling, have any challenges, we are all here to support you. So thanks everyone.
Thanks everyone, and welcome.